was for you. Amen. Listen. Hey, everybody, gather near. The doctor's in the house, so lend him your ear. The things he can say might even make your day. He might even help your pain go away. The doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. Let the doctor know what's bothering you. I'm sure he can tell you just what to do. The doctor is in the house.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Ron is in the house. Welcome to Dr. Ron, unfiltered, uncensored. With an attitude of gratitude, I bring you episode number 642. And today we will be talking about the top 3 free or cheap habits that actually slow aging. Before I get there, I want to thank Dr. Professor Peskin and his great informative podcast on seed oils and what happens when they are adulterated and how much seed oil you really need. Like your brain needs 6 milligrams of omega-6 and fish oil has 600 milligrams. So if you haven't listened to that, it's both on Podbean. That's drronradio.podbean.com. It's also on my Substack page, which is drronradio.substack.com. And there's also some essays on that site also. So without further ado, let's get on today with a topic that, has really been interesting lately because we have been talking about some of this. So in my style of being unfiltered and uncensored, I'm welcoming you back to the show. And we're going to combine 3 powerhouse topics into one no-nonsense episode. And if I do sound somewhat tongue-tied, I'm still getting used to my implant, so please excuse me. The real anti-aging age of strength training over endless cardio. How about that? Why sleep is the biggest hack you're probably sabotaging and what actually works with the Mediterranean diet. Plus, we'll have some straight talk on those processed seed oils like canola that get hyped but can backfire. Yeah, we'll try and make this work, and we'll try and do it for you without you spending a lot of money. No fancy gems, no gadgets, no imported superfoods. We're talking 2026 realities. Strength training is topping surveys as the #1 goal for longevity. Sleep fixes inflammation fast, and the Mediterranean style heating, it just keeps showing up in studies for longer, healthier lives. Okay, let's dive in. No more rabbit trails. First up, muscle is your longevity insurance. Forget the myth that walking alone cuts it. After 50 or 60, building or holding onto muscle mass is one of the strongest predictors of living independently, staying sharp, and dodging frailty. And means falling and breaking the bone. Recent data from 25 and 26. Strength training leads New Year's priorities in major wellness surveys. With over 40% of people saying getting physically stronger is their top goal. And you say, why? Well, like sarcopenia. You've heard that word with the statin drugs. Sarcopenia is age-related muscle loss. Kicks in hard. Steals 1 to 2% a year if you ignore it. That leads to falls. Not muscle loss. Leads to falls, insulin resistance, weaker bone, higher inflammation, and even faster brain aging. So, resistance work boosts growth hormone, testosterone, mitochondria health, and cuts all-cause mortality risks. Cardio is fine for your heart, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't rebuild muscle like lifting does. My unfiltered take, most folks overcomplicated with CrossFit and big weights. You don't need that. Consistency crushes intensity. Remember, consistency crushes intensity. You know what? As a bonus, it's totally free. Grounding and earthing, walking barefoot on the grass or the beach for 15 to 30 minutes daily, especially after training, because emergency evidence ties it to reduced inflammation. Better sleep neutralizing free radicals with those free electrons from the earth. The studies show it cools people inflamed areas fast. No cost, big upside for recovery, and anti-aging. Why not try it? There's no downside. So that's grounding or earthing. Now, strength sets the foundation. And remember, consistency versus crushes intensity. You don't have to go heavy when you get in the gym. So now we have muscle building, we have grounding, but without a good night's sleep, we're building on sand. You don't have much of a foundation. And why do you think that's happening? Why are you not sleeping well? Sleep is the ultimate free biohack. You skimp on 7 to 9 hours of quality shut eye and you accelerate everything that's bad. You build up brain toxins because if you remember, I told you that's when the brain detoxifies at night. It has a lymphatic system that drains out the toxins. And if you don't sleep properly, you're going to have brain problems, hormone chaos, spiked cortisol levels. Remember, size does matter in telomeres, and they will become shorter. You will age biologically faster. But however, deep sleep clears junk from your brain, repairs tissues, and dials down that inflammation. What are the culprits? Why are you not sleeping well? Well, blue light is killing all the time. That evening drink, fragmenting your REM, your REM sleep, and deep stages. You pass out, but you don't restore. Late meals mess up your circadian rhythms. Inconsistent times confuse your biological clock. Alcohol's a bigger sleep wrecker than most admit. It robs restorative phases more than it helps you unwind. Just think about that. Sleep is really important. Hormones, brain, who wants to get dementia and Alzheimer's? We want to do everything to prevent that. Which, of course, by the time it's diagnosed, it's kind of late. So alcohol is a big sleep wrecker because it robs you of restorative phases of sleep. There's no cost to fix that one. There's no tech needed. What you have to do is stick to the same bedtime and wake time every day, even weekends. Dim lights after sunset. Just screen 1 hour before bed. Read a real book. Listen to radio. Get rid of that blue light blocker, sun glasses. Blue light blocker. Your room should be cool and dark. And if you can afford it, blackout curtains are a must. Wind down the evening with light stretches or herbal tea like chamomile. Cut the caffeine out of your diet afternoon and no heavy food 3 hours before bedtime. If you feel the need for a nap, keep it under 30 minutes and do it in the early afternoon. So my take is if you fix sleep first, the inflammation markers will drop quickly. You'll feel 10 years younger, and that should be non-negotiable. Sleep is that incredibly important. So we can train hard and consistently, sleep deeply. Now you need the fuel, and you need the right fuel. And that comes in the Mediterranean blend, which has been proven for slowing brain aging and adding healthy gear. Mediterranean diet crushes it for longevity. Polyphenol packed whole foods like leafy greens, olive oil, nuts, beans, And fish reduce inflammation and protect those telomeres. It also fights oxidative stress that is aging you. And you know what? It keeps topping lists for longer life, less frailty in older adults. One study I saw in 2025 that resulted in a 48% lower frailty risk over 10 years by staying on the Mediterranean diet. You'll have a better mood, and you know what? Your mitochondria will be happy and healthy. Whole plants over any processed junk, sugar and ultra processed foods. They glycate the proteins. They make them like covered with saran wrap, and they cause inflammation. Unfiltered on seed oils like canola, well, they are heavily processed. Often with chemicals like hexane, they are prone to oxidation when heated a lot. They load you up with omega-6s. And omega-6s are not bad, but these are the oxidized ones, the adulterated ones. And that can tip you right up on the inflammation cycle. Evidence is mixed. In 2025, reviews showed are neutral about the benefits of polyunsaturated fatty acids in moderation. But with the word that is missing when they talk about polyunsaturated fatty acids is adulteration, which ones are processed. The processed ones are the ones that are bad. And a lot of experts are cautioning you against the use of the industrial versions. So swap them out for extra virgin olive oil or avocado oil or coconut oil. They're stable, they are anti-inflammatory, and they limit, there is a limit on deep fried processed wrap out there that's loaded with these polyunsaturated oils. Like, you have to really be careful what they deep fry your food in. Listen to all my interviews with Professor Brian Peskin and learn about the parent essential oils. Now you give your body the parents, the basic oils, and let your body, which is its own pharmacy, make what it needs in the omega-3 and omega-6 arena. Listen to those podcasts. We're going to be surprised. And he does have some products that you can take to help you along, to help get that saran wrap that's around all your cells from eating those processed oils. You know, just as a quick rabbit trail here, you can have a pulse oxygen reading of 100%, but your body could still be uh, starving for oxygen. Why? Because of your diet has had so much processed oil. There's a wrapping around your cells that prevents the oxygen from getting inside where it's needed. And also it prevents toxic material from getting out of your cell. It's a no-win situation. And it takes maybe 6 months to make that change, get rid of those processed oils. And Peskin has the answer. So what's the bottom line here? Well, you want to increase your strength. You want to exercise your muscles. That is really great for longevity. 2 to 3 times a week, and you can do a home circuit if you don't have access to a gym. You can do chair squats. You can do walk knee push-ups. You can do single leg balances. You can do planks. If you want to make it harder, you can add jugs of water or those cheap stretch bands. And after you do that weight training, you can go and ground barefoot. It doesn't cost anything to take your shoes off and walk on the grass. So strength training is number one. And then we have to pair that with sleeping and sleep on a consistent schedule. A dark, cool room and no late screens. That's phones, tablets, TVs, no booze and no heavy meals. And the third thing is the right fuel. You don't put diesel fuel in a gasoline engine. Your diet, base it on beans, lentils, frozen veggies, oats, eggs, canned sardines, tuna, seasonal greens, olive oil. You can have oatmeal and berries for breakfast. You can have a big bean veggie salad for lunch. You can have fish. You can have eggs and veggies for dinner using nuts and seeds also. There should be no excuses for this because patients in their 70s have reversed their decline following this program. Strength keeps you moving. Sleep repairs. Real food fuels without inflammation spikes. So it's one of these that you're going to start for. Strong sleep, eat real. I have a little bit of time, and I just had some questions and answers. Let me see what I need. I have some questions. I couldn't get the right answer. Question one. How often should I strength train? Well, that's a great question. I think I give you an idea at the end here. Most people overdo or underdo. For healthy aging, aim for 2 to 3 full body sessions per week. And each session should be from 20 to 40 minutes each. That's enough to build and maintain muscle without burnout and without injury. You have rest days in between to let recovery happen. And that, believe it or not, that's where the anti-aging magic occurs. If you're new to it and you're over 65, start with a twice-a-week schedule and then progress further. Always listen to your body. Soreness is okay, you can tolerate that. Pain is not okay. There's no need for daily grinding. Remember what I said, consistency pays off over intensity. So consistency over years will beat any heroics. I'm going to take a shot at this, but this is Pessim's, this is his field. Are seed oils really that bad? Well, here's the unfiltered answer. They're not poison like some claim, but they're far from ideal in excess. Remember, the critical word is processed. Canola oil and similar oils are ultra processed. They are bleached, they are deodorized, often heated to oxidation points, and they're heavy in omega-6 fatty acids. And that promotes inflammation. And you'll find mixed reviews about the omega-6. Your brain needs 6 milligrams a day. Why are you taking 300, 400, 500 milligrams? But if you take the processed version, that's really bad. So you'll find mixed results in what I'm telling you. But swap out for extra virgin olive oil. Consistency also wins in longevity studies. Use olive oil as your go-to cooking and dressing oil. Blend it as best as possible. Fried and processed foods that are a little bit acidic. This is one. What's the fluffiest line that you better see if I'm short on time? Well, enforce say hard, say no screens, 60 minutes an hour before bed. I would say that would be a quick fix because blue light tanks your melatonin the hardest. Vaping is going to decrease your melatonin, but it's also a great antioxidant. It's blue light. So you're leaving from the tablet, replace that with a book or some light stretching or just thinking to light distress. Try and be consistent all the time you go to bed. I mean, it's crazy that you need to tell you this, but it is true. I mean, but do even 15 minutes earlier than normal time, you should study them. You know what? If you stick to it, time to play the phone, go out, you have to do light. I've heard of patients having huge gains of energy within a week. You know enough to foster nothing because it's very and simple and powerful to do in system. You have to always start to y'all. Maybe I'm gonna tip one of the fellas. Maybe the first week you want to get down a sleep schedule. Maybe the second week you want to add a one set. Maybe the third week you want to swap money. You have to know to know you start having not money with that. And more people I talk to expected not relatives is there. See people that knew that say that you get fine. I was start getting experiment for 4 to 6 weeks. brother like you, because he, big surprise, I mean, life story for it. They know that devastated with him. I hope you learned something today. I can do that. And I'll do it again. Yeah. This is 6:42, so it's packet, packet. And, want to bring unfiltered, uncensored material. And we just come to that. But I want you to be happy. Okay, so that's it for today. Having three, I've seen that time. Remember, the show is on Podbean, not Roddy Radio, that I.B, that my Substack, this plot of the Dr. Certain on Radio, that Substack, that Moon, and I'm on Spotify, I need to call. It's not interesting. Here, with podcasts, getting in video podcast, voice, Dr. VR, Ronnie, Dr. Rob, I'm Dr. Answer to that.
Hey everybody, Dr. Ron's finished for today. I hope you got some good wisdom for what the man had to say. If it's all about good health, he's the man you got to see. He has a lot more answers for you. So tune in next week when the doctor is in the house. Or when the doctor is in the house. And let the doctor know what's bothering you. When the doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. The doctor is in the house. And let the doctor know what's bothering you. I'm sure he can tell you just what to do. The doctor is in